guys? This is the Hard Media Podcast powered by Hard Media and Hard Service Solutions. Hard Media Group is a social media solutions company. Hard Service Solutions is the same thing, but we are focused on the service industry, and we do both of those companies very, very well. Give us a call. Today's topic is Threads. Very interesting situation right here. So I didn't even know Threads was about to happen. I feel like it was like 48 hours, and then I got wind that Instagram Meta was going to put this platform together. Of course, we all got migrated over.
Yeah, pretty seamlessly.
If you have your Instagram profile, you got into Threads. So I created a Threads. I even left a little. What was it? It's not a tweet. What is it?
Is it a thread? I don't know.
It's a thread.
It's a thread.
Whatever. We're gonna go with that for now.
Yeah.
So I left a thread, and I haven't really spent too much time there, but it's very interesting, and I would really like to know how you feel about Threads, because I feel like you may have some interesting ideas on it.
I'll be very direct. I wanted to hate the platform. Like, I feel like Elon just gets so much crap, and you have this innovative guy who's like trying to change the world, but like everyone wants to bring him into all these other facets he doesn't belong and not allow him to be the engineer he is. And I was like, I kind of wanted to hate it. Then I got it. Then I loved it.
So you like Threads?
I think it's the cleanest platform ever built. I think they took some of the best aspects of every platform that's been out and just made this really nice, clean, user-friendly platform. It's very simple. I think you could teach a child to use Threads in 5 minutes.
So you like its user-friendliness, you like how it responds, you think it's clean. Is it effective? Is it like true competition? Or is this like just some PR that's noisy? We'll go over Threads for a minute because it's hot. Does it really have like potential? And I don't even know if this is even the goal of Meta, but I imagine it is, to pull literal Twitter or people from that platform and get to Threads.
Oh, I think so. I mean, they went for TikTok's throat with the big emphasis on Reels. They paid their creators. They did all these things to get Reels up and going. In my opinion, I like Reels better than TikTok now. It just flows better. It moves better. And I think they're doing the same thing against Twitter. They're like, okay, if we can just make something that's more user-friendly and cleaner than Twitter. And I think since day one, and there's a lot of people that will probably oppose this view, Twitter's been clunky. It was clunky under Jack. It's clunky under Elon. It's never been the cleanest platform. It's always been a little clunky and compared to something else, and they've always tried to update it to keep up, but I think it's never been as clean. And we have Threads coming out, just buttery smooth.
What about, at this point in the game, do you think that Meta is basically like, this social media shit, it's mine?
I think so. I think they'll eventually just kind of own it, which is a little bit terrifying. You'll have your other ones. I mean, we've seen the growth of Rumble. We've seen the growth of some of these. Like, I don't know. You want to
people are still going to use Snapchat.
100%. But you're going to be in the counterculture. Like, you're going to be the guy who has the Android phone. If you want to be that guy. Right.
This is what's interesting to me, is that people are still going to use Twitter because they've been using Twitter for a decade. People are still going to use Snapchat because they've been using Snapchat for a decade. But for those existing members that still cross over to Threads, and then if Threads is as good as you say it is, that means they're probably going to get the new users, the up-and-coming users. So, I mean, I think it was a massive play by Meta. And I also think for Meta to do that, that means they saw weakness. They saw, and not so much weakness just in their competition, but they saw opportunity. I know they vetted. I know they went and did research before they jumped into this. They saw a play. So if they make this play, it's like it might be the play for the future, potentially, for them. I mean, because they don't have a platform that's not top tier.
100%.
At this point.
We just talked about this off camera, but the verification process. Now your verification crosses all these platforms. So we're not dealing with people stealing your identity, stealing your content. These things are being protected against, which hasn't been done that well on any other platform. I mean, like, you looked at LinkedIn doing it. Content's being stolen everywhere. Fake platforms. I mean, in a lot of different places. Like, Instagram even, until the verification, struggled with fake profiles. TikTok has, like, if you, we have Joe on here all the time talking, right? Big, heavy influencer. If you go to TikTok and you type in Maverick, 2-1. There's like 18 profiles, like fake profiles everywhere, and he's always having to say like fake profile, fake profile, fake profile.
So they found a way to kind of eliminate a little bit of that, which is way better.
So you now you have verification.
Especially if you're an influencer.
Exactly, across three platforms.
Yeah.
And they added the creator badge in, right? So now if you're a creator, when you get a follow or a like or something, it'll be like JRank DYT, comma, a creator, comma, followed your post, liked your post, followed you on it, whatever it is. And so now you're starting to see the collaboration tools come into play. Like I think we're looking at, we're almost looking at a social media environment. It's no longer platform based. Facebook, Meta, whatever you want, they're building an entire environment.
Yeah, it's like the web world, but it's the social media world.
I'm gonna put you on the spot.
Yeah.
How do you monetize it as a creator, not as them? They'll figure that out.
As a creator, I guess the easy way is if you're popping on all platforms, and you've got some hustle about you, because these guys tend to have merch, product, events to drive the people to the event that they're going to be at, or the podcast that they want you to tap into. This is a little crazy, but the Adam 22 situation, I don't know if you're even hip.
I'm not hip.
We didn't even have to go into that, all right? But, okay, so some people know about the Adam 22 situation, but I guess I don't even want to go into the context of that because it's a little racy, you feel me? But what I'm trying to say is that if you're hot on all these platforms, you're able to sell whatever the hell you sell much better. I guess that's the conventional way for an influencer to monetize it. You know what I mean? Because you may have different things going on TikTok that you may not have going on with your Snapchat situation, right? Or vice versa, or maybe it's YouTube's where you're making your plays at. So I guess in a nutshell, the most easy, basic answer is that if you're hot on all platforms, I don't see how that hurts your revenue or your chances to make money.
Not at all. So are we reaching saturation with platforms? How many platforms can come out while businesses and influencers manage it before content spread too thin, or are we just going to see the same content on every platform?
That's a good question. I mean, you have people that don't mess with Twitter at all, that might deal with Threads. They might get on Threads. They might see how it's all integrated and collaborative, and they may go mess with Threads a little bit more, right? You got people that just tap into TikTok or just tap into Facebook only. So I feel like it's big enough to where it doesn't feel as redundant yet. But again, Threads is new to the game. And it was like, Twitter already existed. You know what I mean? So like now you're coming with your version of that in essence. Was it needed? Was the market asking for this? I don't know. I think we're going to find out. But I just think it's a monstrous world out there. We were just talking about microcosms earlier, where it's like you can be in this section here, only buying these products, only shopping from these stores, only dealing with these types of situations and subjects. And then over here, which isn't even far, another microcosm, and it's a whole different world and it's a whole different space. So I'm interested to see how it unfolds, but this Thread situation is going to let us know how big this thing is and if it's truly needed or now we're just saturating the space. I mean, how do you feel about this to turn the tables to you?
I think building that environment makes sense for Meta. Mm-hmm. And I think as we see more cross-integration happening, it'll help.
What I think about Meta, again, is I go back to like, all right, why did Meta make that play? They wouldn't invest, they wouldn't do what they did if they didn't understand something at a different level to where it was like, yeah, we need to be over here on Threads, because they didn't really have to. I mean, we don't know shit. We don't know what's really going on in those rooms, but what I'm saying is Instagram is just popping. It's just a dope platform. Whether you use it or not, there's lots of people that use it, right? I use Instagram more than anything, pretty much. Facebook, it's getting old, but...
That's where I was going. Facebook. I think Facebook's dying. But it's going to be a Walmart, right? It's going to be here forever.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be that great. Because it's going to have its base.
Yeah. It's because it's still like... Dude, not everybody... To me, what's happening is you're now talking about demographics or an age group, right? Our kids probably not tapping in with Facebook at all. might not even tap in with IG like that just yet. Because I feel like you get to a certain level of age and maturity, you might like IG. You know what I mean? Whatever floats your boat. There's a lot of stuff, a lot of content on IG, right? But Facebook will probably be like that older platform that you start to integrate in. Where else are you going to share your family pictures and everybody's going to talk about dumb shit and barbecues? That's real. Like no matter how cool you are, at some point in your career, maybe you will get into that vibe where it's like, I took several pictures of my daughter and I like it. Where else do I share this shit?
I think Facebook will have its issue with establishing itself for a purpose, right? That's gonna be the issue. We know what IG does.
Yeah,
you can go on there. You can watch reels. There's education pieces. We know Twitter and Threads. There are going to be fast news updates, right? TikTok is going to be video based only. Like we know what these are going to be used for. I think Facebook struggles to find its purpose, and that's a big problem.
And maybe that's where Threads came in, is what you're trying to say. In essence, like, hey, we're just being proactive. We see that this situation that built everything for us, essentially, it is the business. But this might not be here in the next decade, or this might not be as relevant as in the next decade. What's the next thing? And that's probably why they made the move. But it's like, any way you want to spin it, it's like not a bad move in my opinion, at least based on what we know right now. But I do know diehard Twitter guys, whatever you want to call them, they're like adamant that they're not going to switch over. Like they're not making any moves. Like my dude was like, yo, as long as that app works, man, I'm on Twitter.
I think Twitter.
Weird,
I think Twitter's in trouble to an extent, and I hate saying that 'cause I do like Elon, like stuff he's done with Tesla. I think he's an interesting guy, but I think they're in trouble. I think there's no base left, right? I think if you look at demographics, I mean, we live in a polarized country, right? And I think you had left-leaning people on Twitter for a very long time. The right started going to Rumble. And you have this big conservative party in Rumble, and now that you have Threads out there, I think you're going to see the people that don't like Elon now leaving Twitter to go to Threads, and I think you're going to have Twitter's going to struggle to figure out who its audience is. I think that's going to become a problem. Now I know you're right, 100%. They're going to have like the old head Twitter guys that are just all about that life that are going to stay there
because it's a culture that's been established. Like Twitter has its political culture, it's got its kind of hip hop culture, it's got its hater culture. Because I mean, if you that's where you can really go and just let your hate out.
Yeah, I heard Mike Posner say this, and I think it's like the realest thing ever that Twitter is apoplectic, right? Like it's a toxic platform. I think that's the other thing. Now, if you're attracted to toxicness, lots of people are.
Can you define apoplectic?
Apoplectic, having problems at its root, causing issues from in the societal base, basically in that term, right? Like there's root issues, that are applicable to the whole gambit, and the super toxic, right? So there's people that are drawn to that. They want that toxicity, right, in their lives. It's like they're
it's sick, but it's real. Like
they're like intoxicated.
Yeah. And Twitter is a place where you can go and hate on the Taylor Swift show, hate on Drake, hate on politicians. Like, it's still one of those platforms where it's like, this is what I was going to say at the end of the day. I wonder if any social platform is truly in the clear. I feel like they all have their problems.
I agree.
TikTok has all its problems. Twitter has its problems. Facebook, as you alluded to, is having some problems. Instagram to me is the only one that's not having problems.
It's robust.
It's giving you everything that you want. Like it's just the shit. So that's my opinion.
I agree.
Our kids are not going to use IG like that. Maybe until they get in like 20s. I really don't think they are. They're not tapping in. Like I got a 16-year-old. She's not tapping in with IG all like that. A little bit, but I feel like it's more TikTok.
Yeah, I think TikTok has to figure out a way to like probably encompass a little more. Yeah. As a freestanding platform. I don't think it'll ever make it as a freestanding platform. It'll always be an auxiliary platform. I am going to watch videos, or I'm going to go search for some videos to see what's going on. But like, you're not going to see there's not going to be a lot of news. Yeah. There's not going to be a lot of updates. There's not going to be like a shareability, family orient. Like that stuff's never going to exist there.
What are the main three platforms on social that you use? Period.
IG.
Yeah.
Not even close.
Mm-hmm.
It's crazy I'm saying this now.
But-
Threads.
Okay.
Because I'm on there constantly now.
Right.
And it's only been a week, but I think
Yeah.
that's going to stay. And then honestly, for me personally, probably LinkedIn. Now, I have TikTok on my phone. I probably open it once every couple weeks.
I've not opened TikTok in a grip.
Yeah, don't care about it. I feel like the video content on Reels is just generally better. It's more geared toward my algorithm.
TikTok for me is a platform that we use to put out our content.
Yeah.
I'm not on there really for consumption as much as I once was when I was producing more content. For me, I mean, top 3 would be pretty much IG, Facebook. And I do frequently, probably because I'm addicted to my phone, I will get on Twitter, I will get on Snapchat, but it's literally like just scroll shit. Like,
I don't even have a
I'm out
Snapchat
of
account anymore. I got rid of
Oh,
my
you got
account.
rid of it?
It
Gotcha.
would just ding off with nothing but like spam bots.
Oh, I don't have nothing ding to me.
Yeah, it's a spam
I don't
bot,
like
spam
it.
bot.
Yeah, I don't like it. Just important shit. I don't want to be. I'll check and I'll find out if someone sent me a DM. You know what I mean? But that's anyway. But all I was trying to say is that there's still like at least 3 platforms that we all use. So it's like, is it big enough to where people are just gonna? Whoa, I tap in with Twitter because of XYZ. And you didn't use Twitter like that before, but hey, that's where I get my news. That's where I get my shit at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or I use Facebook for this. I use IG for that. So anyway, the verdict has not been. It's not out yet for Threads. We need to see what's going on. You, who isn't really even like a big pro that type of platform, the fact that you're like, yo, this is dope. I'm on it. I'm using it. It's tight. You know what I mean? That says a lot. And that made me want to kind of tap in. Like, okay, that's interesting. So
I think it's tough. And the last thing I'd say is, like, you know, we were talking about this off camera too. The growth is hard. Like, everyone's like, the growth.
yeah.
But we're talking to Will off camera, and realistically, all you do is port your users over from Instagram.
Yeah.
So the numbers don't really paint the picture yet. We'll know in a couple months.
Yeah.
But as of right now, to be like, oh, well, it's the fastest growing platform. It's like, well, yeah, you just ported all your people over from your heavy Instagram users all ported over.
I think we need to start a segment of the show that is, what does Will hate? Because right now I'm very interested in what Will hates about Threads. And I really just wanted him to like say it. What do you hate about Threads?
They didn't implement an edit button, which is the biggest gripe everyone has about Twitter.
So if you post something.
They didn't even fix the problems.
Do you think that's for documentation purposes, like 100% on purpose, so that?
No, because they can just keep copies of that.
That's accurate.
Okay.
My thing is you copied a platform and didn't fix the things that people
complained about on the other platform. Interesting.
That's fair.
Interesting. All right, I need more hate. Give me one more.
You can't DM other people.
That's kind of.
You guys, why are you trying to jump in people's inboxes? Are you? It's not for networking.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're
Why are you being thirsty? You're not trying to network, bro.
Do
You are
businesses
being
have threads?
thirsty, bro. No, I'm fucking with you.
Businesses have threads?
Huh?
A business. From
They
a
do.
business
I'm messing
standpoint,
with you.
I need my end user.
Tyler, man. He said, I can't even DM. I seen Shorty. I can't even. What is this? What is this platform, man? He threw his phone. Like, what is this shit, man? Hey, no, man. We're good. Yeah, man. Let's just wrap it up, man. Good stuff. Threads. The verdict isn't out yet, or the verdict is still out, however they say that. I'm interested, though. I want to see how it plays. I think before we go, what you got?
One last thing I hate.
Yeah.
Someone brought this up. It's kind of funny. Go to any YouTube channel, right? Any YouTube channel, guy says, hey, you can find my socials in the description. Usually right now it's Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Mm-hmm.
But if Threads takes over Twitter, now you got a monopoly where it's like, hey, hit me up on Meta.
Yeah.
That's it.
Oh shit.
I was literally about to close with that.
Okay.
All I was gonna say is that because we need more information, but the move that Meta just made is like social media dominance potentially.
Can you say antitrust?
Yeah, monopoly. So, peace.
Do what you want.